Care of our existence centers on it. We can live with our faith. It is an integral part of life. It cannot be postponed, it cannot be avoided, nothing absolutely. We've got no option but to live it because it is an existential component of every human being's existence, irrespective of who you are, where you find yourself, what you do, educated or not. It's called information. Good morning, and thank you that you joined us for King's Local Daily on King's 88.5, your radio vendor, on this 10th day of July 2025. I'm Sam Andrews. These are papers on King's Local Daily, the news, the nation's news since 1989. The In Profile Daily, The Inquirer, Liberia's most analytical newspaper, The Analyst, The Authoritative Heritage, The Daily Observer, Oracle News Daily, reporting the truth to you, and Liberia's most investigative newspaper, The Independent. Let's commence or start with the news, the nation's news since 1989. Lead story front page. Unanswered question arises in Capitol building action trial. Unanswered question arises in Capitol building action trial. The footnote story, Liberia shines at Trump's meeting at Buakai as Buakai's Trump's meeting as Buakai supports America Great Gain policy. That's the sub-lead story of the news. Liberia shines at Trump's meeting as Buakai supports kept America Great Gain policy. The back page of the news, Buakai launches Liberia Trade Investment Office in Philadelphia, USA. Mines and Energy GIZ implement anti-smuggling awareness campaign. FAO launches 14-day refresher training for Liberian agriculture extension staff. UL launches Master and PhD in Gender and Security Studies. And the last story on the back page of the news, late Senator P.Y. Jason dies. Thomas Johnson. The news, the nation's news since 1989, is out this day for 40 Liberian dollars. Get a copy. if you haven't yet, from any one of the vendors. If you are unable as per your basic schedule or location, your radio vendor has done it for you by bringing the paper for you. Next up is the In Profile Daily newspaper. Front page, Liberia reports US 22 million shortfall in first quarter. Liberia reports US 22 million shortfall in first quarter. The head of Liberia Revenue Authority, Double Jala, on the front page. Other stories, ArcelorMittal bows, apologizes to lawmaker. Boakai addresses U.S. African Leaders Summit. The footnote story, Boakai launches trade office in Philadelphia. The back page of the In Profile Daily gets university status. 20 bags of cement for school in Nimba. NAFA, Lisa sign landmark agreement. Mines and Energy GIZ implement anti-smuggling awareness campaign. The In Profile Daily, like other papers, it's out for $40 You want to get a copy if you haven't yet. With this lead story, LRA reports US 22 million shortfall in first quarter. The head, the Director General of Liberia Revenue Authority, who is under fire for putting several Liberians off the ministry. They've been sitting for 6 months now, no pay, under fire. Next up on King's Local Daily, the Doyen Inquirer newspaper. We are transmitting from Randa and Front Streets, Central Morovia, adjacent the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation. King support basket numbers are on the screen: 0555 885 885. The orange number 0777 017 885. The send wave is 0555 885 885. Whatever your donation or contribution, we will appreciate it so highly. This is the lead story of the Doyen Inquirer newspaper. Government short US 200 million budgetary target as LRA defaults, with House of Representatives US 17.8 million. The wasteful spending, opulent lifestyle, extravagant spending of government officials from the executive to the judiciary and the legislature is coming out. Time reveals every hidden, every secret, every dubious deal. You cannot keep on stealing from the people and lying to them that everything is well when you're pocketing everything in your pocket. Government short US 200 million budgetary target as LRA defaults, with House of Representative US 17.8 million. That's the lead story of the Doyen Inquirer newspaper. Other stories, the front page. This city is filthy. This city is filthy. Johnson Sirleaf criticizes Monrovia sanitation reforms. That's the former president of Liberia, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, with her observation of the city in a filthy, dirty, stink condition. Though the city mayor say he's cleaning, but everywhere you go, stockpile of dirt, nothing is happening. The man just don't know the job. He bullied Boakai to get the job. He fooled Boakai. Now he don't have the expertise. Former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf would describe the city. This city is filthy, dirty, stink, nasty. Johnson Sirleaf criticizes Monrovia sanitation. Liberia to host next Strengthening Families Conference. This is the lead story. The back page. Liberia must not be sold. Citizens reject ArcelorMittal equity reduction deal. Lofa University blooms under Poda's leadership. That will be doing it for the Inquirer newspaper, the Doyen Inquirer, and that's how it looks this morning. The paper is sold for 40 Liberian dollars. You want to get a copy from any one of the vendors. If you are unable, well, then your radio vendor, Kings 88.5, has brought the paper to you. Next up is the analyst. 30 minutes after 11 o'clock, you're listening to King's Local Daily and watching as well your radio vendor transmitting from Randa and Front Streets, Central Monrovia, adjacent the Liberia Water and Sewer Corporation. Today is Thursday, the 10th day of July 2025. Liberia's most analytical newspaper, The Analyst, is next up. Lead story. Trump's invite of Liberia scores Bickley. Experts say Boakai import revive nobler U.S. Liberia ties. Why the paper is entitled to its opinion, but we have a dissenting opinion. Boakai was not the only person sitting in that room. He was one of five. To say that is to give an impression or public relation impression. You don't want to do this thing as a paper. We understand the culture is bad up in Liberia, but you want to be professional. That's the lead story of The Analyst. Trump's invite of Liberia scores Bickley. Experts say Boakai's imports revive nobler U.S. Liberia ties. He was just one of five persons in the room. Trump invited 5 African countries. Let it not be portrayed that he only invited Boakai there. We know the papers have to survive. No disrespect, no denigration, but professionalism should be the hallmark of the day. The footnote story. Businessman detects travel restriction. Exonerates himself in Bakpolu Yellow Machine saga. This is the lead story and the back page. July 17 protest is politics of hypocrisy, dishonesty. LPP distances itself, says organizers created current conditions. That's Human Rights Counselor Tiawan Gonglo. July 17 protest is politics of hypocrisy, dishonesty. LPP distances itself, says organizers created current conditions. The back lead other stories on the back page. LPCM welcomes GOL Evender agreement, calls for strong local content, skills development provision. CSO alarm over Zoom Lion limited involvement in wash bait. Mines and Energy GIZ raise awareness against smuggling. Pours to prevent conflict diamonds. Ensure better use of minerals. The Analyst, one of the doing newspapers on the newsstand, is out for 40 Liberian dollars. Reasonable amount. You want to get a copy, please, from any one of the vendors. If you are unable, then you worry not about the events trading. Your radio vendor, Kings 88.5, has brought it for you. Where do we go next? As information is vital, it's key. It is an integral part of our existence. You cannot live without information. Anything short of that, you live in the state of denial. You are tossed to and fro. And those who are educated will use, exploit, abuse you, and you will only complain. So you want to get involved. Know what is unfolding in and out of your country. Who are those behind? The impact, the effect, and your reaction. The authoritative heritage is next up. Lead story. President Walker makes big pitch in U.S. as Trump drops a bombshell. That's the paper lead story. The heritage. President Walker makes big pitch in U.S. as President Trump drops a bombshell. This too is LRB, interesting culture. What did Walker do? No disrespect to the paper, but we're entitled to our opinion. We can opinionate as member of the audience. Walker did absolutely nothing. He was one of 5. If Walker will ever do anything significant, then you can say that he turned Liberia mineral resources and every other thing on the lap of President Donald Trump. Listen to Trump's introduction and listen to Walker. I know that we have to survive, so the people have to run public relations. Big money, large money, substantial money out for the media. So the papers have to run these headlines. The footnote story, Liberian businessman denounces travel ban, calls LACC move unlawful, damaging. This is how the back page looked as the front page. Government set September for landmark SKD interchange kicked off. Over illegal honorarium payments, Senate summons Internal Affairs Minister, 15 county superintendents. NSA boss to chair powerful steering committee as Liberia sets new ID deadline. National Security Advisor Samuel Kofi Wu, some former human rights advocate who was against every government truth for human rights abuses, wanton destruction, death, mysterious disappearances, and the list goes on. Today, he supports all of those things that he condemned yesterday. The authoritative Heritage newspaper is out for 40 Liberian dollars. You want to get a copy if you haven't yet. Oh, let me not leave this one out. The paper is reporting. Mostro PSG leading a new era. But problem for Real Madrid, they beat Real Madrid 4 goals to 0 in the semi-final of the Club World Cup. It could have been 7-8. PSG was clinical more than Real Madrid. Real Madrid was like small children playing against bigger side. They were dumbfounded, misguided, don't know what they were doing on the pitch. We all said the final between PSG and Inter Milan was one-sided, a practice session. Truly, that was. But yesterday, it was another. Real Madrid was outplayed. They were tossed to and fro. It was a practice match for PSG. That match could have ended 7-8 against Real Madrid. Their new coach had to do well. Oh, just so you forget, at the end of the game, Real Madrid said, "Yes, sir." The Daily Observer newspaper is next up on King's Local Daily. This is the lead story of the Daily Observer with 23 minutes after 11. Buaka seeks investment opportunities at U.S. Summit. And they are all on the front page. Liberia's President Joseph Yeman Boakai, the President of Senegal, Mauritania, Gabon, they are all on the front page. Why is my name on travel restriction? City Lion CEO denied wrongdoing in Bakulu equipment contract. He is Alhaji Omaru Sharif, CEO of City Lion Incorporated. U.S. hails Ivana rail access deal as Boakai meets senior U.S. official in Washington. Kofi Woods heads National ID Card Initiative. The back page of the Daily Observer newspaper. World Bank launches 2025 CPIA Africa report year today, spotlighting good governance and public service delivery reforms. EU praises home that fishmongers CMA at project closing ceremony. The Daily Observer, like the other papers, is out for 40 Liberian dollars. You want to get a copy? 40. Only 40 Liberian dollars from any one of the vendors. If you haven't yet, please do. If you are unable as per your workload or your inaccessibility because of your distance, then your radio is everywhere. Kings 88.5, and your vendor has brought it to you. The Oracle News Daily, reporting the truth to you, is next up. Lead story: oil, mineral, and security. List of investment opportunities Liberia and other countries offer in Trump's Select Trade Summit. Oh, yes, and I go with this headline. This headline is the headline that summarizes what unfolded in Washington on yesterday. Professionalism. Oh, yes. That's exactly what unfolded if you follow the meeting, which was open to the whole world. All of the presidents, they placed everything of theirs on the lap of Donald Trump. No reason Donald Trump was so excited. The Oracle News Daily is reporting just that. You want to get a copy, please do. Get a copy of the Oracle News Daily newspaper if you haven't yet. This is the lead story, which summarizes the event in Washington. Oil, mineral, and security. List of investment opportunities Liberia and other countries offer in Trump's Select Trade Summit. The the American government opted to go for a select few with specific natural resources and other issues. Now, those of you who were only excited, congratulating when the information came out that Bouakai made a great breakthrough, and we told you you can be excited, wait for the outcome of the meeting. Now you see it. And guess it, let me tell you, some of these presidents, you will get the feedback, they will disagree. Sitting in a meeting is one thing, agreeing to everything is another, getting back, the decision can change some way, somehow. This is the back page as we gradually wind down. President Bouakai appoints Kofi Woods to oversee biometric ID rollout. Plebo Health Center empowers traditional midwives to boost maternal health. The Oracle News Daily, reporting the truth to you, is out for 40 Liberian dollars. You want to get a copy, please do. 40 Liberian dollars. In my estimation, this is the only paper with the best headline that summarizes what unfolded professionally in Washington, as all of us follow it. While the others are reporting Bouakai made a breakthrough, Bouakai scored Bickley, Bouakai did this, Bouakai did that. It was not only Bouakai. Bouakai was not only the person in that meeting. The last but not the least, and then we are out. Liberia's most investigative newspaper, The Independent. This is the lead story. Front page. Stern plans 20 caskets. Parade rejects LNP permit application claim. That's the lead story of The Independent newspaper. Stern plans 20 caskets. Parade rejects LNP permit application claim. The head of the civil society institution, Molba Molu, on the front page. The footnote story, after RLJ jamborees, US 17.8 million shortfall reported. Did you get the footnote story of The Independent front page? After RLJ jamboree, US 17.8 million shortfall reported. The LRA Jamboree, a reference to the lawmakers when they were there enjoying themselves using the money. Now, there is no money to pay. The government is running broke. The government might collapse if miracle doesn't take place because they squander. Individually, they have stolen and they stay stealing. No fiscal discipline in place. Every ministry is inundated with corruption. The back page, alarm blows on several key officials for wrongful use of public money. This is not King's FM saying it. It is what the investigative independent newspaper is reporting. Alarm blows on several key officials, not institutions but individuals, and they head institutions. Alarm blows on several key officials for wrongful use of public money. Wrongful use of public money. Local government action clocks Senate. Truck driver family calls for new police probe. Dr. Wankoyo calls for standard in education and women's empowerment essential. That's according to Anthony at Law, Teresa Bright. You want to get a copy of The Independent, Liberia's most investigative newspaper, for 50 Liberian dollars. Only 50, no more, no less. Only 50. Get a copy so that you know have a full understanding of what the paper is reporting, especially the footnote story. US 17 after RLJ jamborees, US 17.8 million Budget shortfall. It not easy. That's all the time we've got. This is how we go home. Thank you ever so much for being with us on King's Local Daily, your radio vendor. We're back tomorrow. The same time, no, 12, 12, 12. Tuesday and Thursday is on 11. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 12 o'clock. Until then, join us at 1 this afternoon for King's Newsroom. And at 3, Real Talk. I'm Sam Andrews.